is the most important and crucial period of your lives. For what you do now and what you decide now at this age may well determine which way your life should go. The question is whether you have a proper, a solid, and a sound blueprint. And I want to suggest some of the things that should be in your life's blueprint. Number 1, in your life's blueprint must be a deep belief in your own dignity, your own worth, and your own somebodyness. Don't allow anybody to make you feel that you are nobody. Always feel that you count, always feel that you have worth, and always feel that your life has ultimate significance. Secondly, in your life's blueprint, you must have, as a basic principle, the determination to achieve excellence in your various fields of endeavor. You're going to be deciding, as the days and years unfold, what you will do in life, what your life's work will be. Once you discover what it will be, set out to do it, and to do it well. Be a bush if you can't be a tree. If you can't be a highway, just be a trail. If you can't be the sun, be a star. For it isn't by the size that you win or fail, be the best of whatever you are. Finally, in your life's blueprint must be a commitment to the eternal principles of beauty, love, and justice. Well, life for none of us has been a crystal stair, but we must keep moving. We must keep going. If you can't fly, run. If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl, but by all means, keep moving.
When I grow up, I want to be an artist.
When I grow up, I want to be an OBGYN.
I'm really interested into like sciencey stuff and biology, so I'm really hoping to do something with that and maybe something with psychology too.
I really hope to work for Pixar Animation Studios. It's been a dream of mine since I was a little girl.
When I grow up, I want to have children and I want to be exactly like my parents and make sure they have everything that they need.
Oh, that's kind of hard to think about.
I would definitely like to try and get into a career with theater or music or something like that. I think I would definitely enjoy doing that.
I want to be that kind of person that can like help other people, you know.
I want to go to the Air Force to be a pilot.
What comes around goes around, so I feel that if I help someone, I'm not saying that it shall be given back to me, but I am saying that at the end of the day, I will feel rewarded and happy about it because I actually helped somebody.
When I grow up, I want to be an NFL player.
I want to be an electrical engineer.
I do think about going to college. I don't know really what college to go to for that type of job, but I'm thinking about it.
I'm probably thinking about being an architect or a police officer.
Well, I knew I wanted to be a doctor like at the age of like 9 or 10 or so.
That's actually a pretty hard question.
I've always thought of being an animator, not exactly for kid shows, but that's what I work with now, so I can get the sense of animation. But for something also scientific, so something that can help me, like if I were trying to discover something, find the discovery of something, I could use that like to animate it, model it, move it around and stuff.
When I grow up, I want to be a singer.
When I grow up, I want to be a queen.
I have like a passion for like helping people that like don't really get a lot of help and have like making sure that everyone has like that place like home for them.
I believe that I want to be able to perform, but in the event that I don't perform, I would love to also teach others to do that because it is a very amazing art.
Well, I'm the type of person that likes to like argue kind of with people, and so like I heard like lawyers argue a lot, and I feel like I like to argue, and I have like a good voice and stuff, so I would be good at law.
When I grow up, I want to be a forest scientist or singer or just musician.
When everyone asks me like what I want to be and what
what I want to do, I want to be a success. I don't want to fail. I want to show my family I can do it.
It's really cool to be having an interview for like a really big event, and tell a bunch of people about myself.
Now, weren't they just absolutely awesome? Mr. Bryce Clark is in the house with us this afternoon. Would you stand up, please, Bryce? Bryce is a 4th grader at Canaan Academy in Urbana, so quite a scholar. And the young people that were in the video, they are from all 3 schools, Champaign, Urbana, and Rantoul. And we have Rantoul in the house today, too. So without further ado, I would like to call up Dr. Marietta Turner to introduce our MC.
Jennifer Roscoe's first time on the news was for a car accident story. It was her car. She was hit in front of the station a few weeks after becoming an intern. Jennifer refused to see this as a sign, and 20 years later, she's still here with us. She said, "I've been living in Champaign longer than anywhere else, so I think I qualify as a townie." Jennifer went from intern to reporter to anchor. She's been at the desk for the 5, 6, and 10 news since 2000. She has interviewed thousands and thousands of people for different stories, but her proudest accomplishment at WCIA, she said, was starting the Kids to Know segment. Jennifer said there wasn't a place in the newscast for kids doing great things outside of sports, and they deserve the spotlight too. We can all learn from them. She also started Angels Among Us, which she sometimes calls grown-ups we should know. The people I interview for these stories amaze me. No one ever thinks they're an angel, but when you hear how they have changed lives, there is no doubt. Jennifer's half-hour special, Angels Among Us, Where Are They Now?, was nominated for an Emmy. She won Silver Dome Awards for Best Anchor and Best Feature, and an Associated Press Award for Best Spot News Reporting. She has also been the anchor for several Best Newscast winners. Jennifer volunteers with the Friends of Roundhouse, her church, and at her children's school. She has also helped countless organizations raise money for their fundraisers. She grew up in northwest suburbs of Chicago and went to the University of Illinois, majoring in broadcast journalism. She graduated with honors in 1993 and is fiercely loyal to the Orange and Blue. Jennifer is married to Tony, and they have 2 girls, Sophia and Tessa. She loves to cook, but she said that also means she must exercise, which she doesn't love so much. We can all relate. She wishes she could see more movies, buy more shoes, and dance more, and she's working on all 3. Please join me in welcoming to the podium the Mistress of Ceremonies for our MLK event today, Jennifer Roscoe.
So much, everybody coming out today. Is this an amazing setting? Right? I love, Dr. King would want us to be in a room like this. It's intimate, it's focused, it's where we should be. I was trying to think how many years I've been emceeing this program. I don't know, Vasilia, 6, 7, and every year when they ask if I do it, I immediately say, of course, because I love this event. And the timing today is interesting. I think today, outside of this room, you turn on every channel and we're realizing how words matter. And I love that for the next hour, we're gonna be in this room and we're gonna be listening to the words of unity and compassion and love. Those are the words in this room that are going to be spoken that matter. And you, sir, I have a feeling that you may have a future in broadcasting. You were amazing. Don't lose that. Him and all of these kids in here, they are our future, and thank goodness for that. Thank goodness for that. And speaking of words of love, I would like to introduce our invocation presenter, Pastor Lakevi Johnson from the Jericho Missionary Baptist Church.
Join in with me for a word of prayer. Gracious God, our Father, we thank you for allowing us to gather and assemble in this place. We do so acknowledging who you are, acknowledging your goodness and how you've impacted our lives. We invite your presence to join in with us as we reflect and remember how you've brought us from one phase of life to this current phase. Thank you for the generation that shall continue on and not be silent about what we face in this world. Guide us today, impact us, inspire us. Let this moment catapult us to the place of doing something impactful in this community. We honor you. We give your name glory. Move in this place today. Let your presence attach itself to the fabric of our lives, that we may be encouraged to continue on life's journey. Thank you for allowing us to maintain our dreams as we continue to dream about the greatness that we can become as people. We love you. Thank you for loving us back. In the magnificent and the marvelous name of Jesus we pray. Amen.
Now we would like to recognize all of the public officials and law enforcement who are in this room. Ask you to stand. You're always so very supportive of this event. We would like to give you a round of applause for leading us in Champaign County. Now we're going to read the proclamation I would like to call to the stage, starting with the Champaign's Deputy Mayor, Tom Bruno, Urbana's Mayor, Diane Marlin, Vice Chair of the Champaign County Board, Geraldo Rosales, Dean of Students at Parkland College, Marietta Turner, and the U of I's Vice Chancellor, Danita Young.
Whereas Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was born in Atlanta, Georgia, attended Morehouse College in Atlanta and Crozer Theological Seminary in Pennsylvania, was a student thereafter at Boston University, and who, following his studies, became a spiritual leader of his church. And
whereas Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., as a spiritual leader, not only of his own congregation, but of millions throughout the world, espoused the philosophy of nonviolence to all mankind, and in recognition of his teachings, was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize. And
whereas Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. devoted his life to the advancement of civil rights and public service, recognizing that greatness can be achieved through the service of his or her fellow man. And whereas Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. encouraged all Americans to serve their neighbors and work together to unite their communities in his dream of peace and brotherhood. And
whereas the citizens of Champaign, Urbana, and Champaign County shall honor his legacy each year with a day of remembrance in January that focuses on bringing people of diverse backgrounds together in an effort to break down the barriers that divide our state and nation. And whereas this 17th annual Countywide celebration is a collaborative effort to commemorate the life and teaching of Dr. King that aids in promoting intergovernmental cooperation in Champaign County.
Now, therefore, we, Deborah Frank Finan, Mayor of the City of Champaign, Pius Weibel, Champaign County Board Chair, Tom Ramage, President of Parkland College, Robert Jones, Chancellor, University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign, and Diane Marlin, Mayor of the City of Urbana, do hereby proclaim Friday, January 12, 2018, as a day in honor of the legacy of the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr.
When you were walking in, you got to hear a little bit of their music, and we get to hear them, thankfully, again. I would like to introduce the Banks Bridgewater Lewis Fine Arts Academy. They're going to play for us again.
Thank you. For those of you who have watched us over the years, you know that we do instrumental music, but we're also doing vocal music. So our two presentations are going to be vocalist, and our first one is Anissa Chapman. She was going to be singing Rise Up.
You're broken down and tired of living life on a merry-go-round, and you can't find the fighter, but I see it in you, so we gon' walk it out and mountains. We gon' walk it out and move mountains. And I'll rise like the day. I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. And I'll rise up high like the waves. I'll rise up in spite of the ache. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you, for you. When the silence isn't quiet, and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe, and I know you feel like dying, but I promise we'll take the world to its feet and move mountains, bring it to its feet and move mountains. And I'll rise like the day. I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you, for you. All we need is hope. And for that we have each other. And for that we have each other. Yeah. We will rise, we will rise, we'll rise up. We'll rise, and I'll rise up, rise like the day. I'll rise up in spite of the ache. I will rise 1,000 times again. And we'll rise up, rise like the day. We'll rise up in spite of the ache. We'll rise up, and we'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you, for you, for you.
Wait. Come back here. You're not getting away that quick. Come on. How old are you? 14. The girl is 14. That was amazing. Have you ever thought about trying out for The Voice or, Idol's coming back, anything like that? Okay, she should think about that. All right, thank you, that was beautiful. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. To have such confidence and grace to be able to stand up here and do it is amazing. Now we're going to get to the awards section of our program. If there are any past award recipients here, we would like you to stand up so we can recognize you. Any past award recipients? Well, you get all the applause, honey. Thank you so much for coming back. Now, this year, the committee wanted to focus on the contributions of youth and youth organizations, which is such a smart idea. Each of the 6 award recipients this year has been chosen for their contributions and are being acknowledged in the following areas: social justice, building bridges, peace and nonviolence, spirit of love, and dream award. We're going to get started with our first award, the James R. Burgess Jr. Susan Freiberg Humanitarian Award. This award honors the humanitarian efforts of individuals or organizations that improve the human condition by alleviating suffering and contributing to the basic human dignity of those in need. Now we're going to learn about Valena Greene.
I am extremely excited and grateful to have been selected to receive the Social Justice Youth Award. Thank you all so much for being here to share in this occasion. I am so honored to have my work recognized in this way by the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Countywide Celebration Committee. Although I have worked hard and have been singled out to receive this prestigious award, I recognize that there are many other people in this community that are responsible for my growth and development and deserve to share in this award also. First and foremost, I would like to thank God, my parents, Janice and Edgar Greene, my social justice seminar teacher and activist, Ms. Aikman, my freshman English teacher and activist, Ms. Hines, my Mount Olive Church community, my amazing peers at Centennial High School who aid me in spreading the word about injustice in our school community, and the community who nominated me for this award. We cannot be a progressive society if we turn a blind eye to racism, bigotry, sexual harassment, and viciousness. When we say nothing, we encourage discrimination. If we keep quiet, we encourage sexism. If we remain silent, we encourage barbarity. Dr. King said, "He who passively accepts evil is as much involved in it as he who helps it perpetrate it. He who accepts evil without protesting against it is really cooperating with it." I will continue to use my voice and nonviolent acts of civil disobedience in an effort to spark the type of change that is contagious and has the potential to be the catalyst for the betterment of millions of lives. Whether it is using the art of spoken word poetry, writing an essay, conducting a seminar, or giving a speech, my voice will be heard. And I encourage everyone to use your voice, your talents, and your gifts for the betterment of your community and humanity. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And I have to say very quickly, how are you using your voice to make the community a better place?
Right now, I'm using my voice at Centennial High School to combat sexual harassment because it's one of the things that is overlooked, especially in high school. Some teachers or hall monitors just brush it off, say, oh, well, boys will be boys and different things like that. So I actually started a group called Empower at our school, and it creates a safe space for anyone who has experienced sexual harassment or anything like that. I'm also a part of our Social Justice Action Committee, and I'm an executive member there. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Now, I think
I would like to thank the community for nominating me for the Peace and Nonviolent Award. Every year, Champaign-Urbana County nominates outstanding middle school and high school students who demonstrate the legacies of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. It has been an honor to receive such a miraculous award that will help me strengthen and grow as a leader. MLK once said that peace is not merely a distant goal that we seek, but a means by which we arrive at that goal. By receiving this award today has helped me reach my goal in order for me to prosper in the future. I want to be able to make change, not only within my community, but I want to change the world. I realize making change doesn't happen overnight or over a heated discussion over politics. It takes time that helps you learn the importance of patience and trust. These abstractions don't build within seconds. It takes a bond that will move mountains in order to create a strong foundation for the future. I'm willing to go above and beyond by participating, engaging, encouraging, and demonstrating all aspects of Dr. Martin Luther King's dream. 50 years from now, looking back at this moment, I want this to be a reflection period of how far we've come. 50 years past, 50 years forward, our future dreamers. I am a dreamer, and I will continue to encourage and withstand any obstacles, but most of all, I will continue to promote peace and nonviolence. Thank you.
Come on up, Breanna. Now you know I'm going to ask you a question.
Okay.
How are you promoting peace at your school?
Well, I am very active in my school. I'm president of the junior class. I'm also in an African American club. I'm also in like a lot of other different clubs, and I just like participate, and I'm just like a voice for my class. I mean, my school and my class, so yeah.
We'll continue that.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. The Doris Hoskins prestigious Community Service Award honors individuals or organizations that engage in outstanding volunteerism and in so doing contributes to the well-being of the Champaign County community. Now we're going to hear a little bit about the Girl Scout Troop 2207.
Hi, we're Girl Scout Troop 2207 from Urbana.
My name is Kyla.
Hi, I'm Amari.
Hi, I'm Harmony.
Hi, I'm Savannah.
And I'm Kiera.
We would like to take a moment to thank the people who helped us get to where we are now. We first want to thank God for blessing us with our talents and the ability to help others.
We also like to thank Girl Scouts of Central Illinois for providing us with a program where girls can do all the things they want to do and be whoever they want to be.
We would like to send a special thank you to our leader, Tori Exum, for all of the time she spent with us, helping us grow to be leaders and believe in our own Black girl magic.
We would also like to thank our wonderful parents for getting us to all the meetings and events and for keeping up with our busy schedules.
Last but not least, we would like to thank those who selected us. We are so happy to receive this award and want to say congratulations to all the other winners today.
Thank you.
Troop 2207. You going to be the spokesperson? All right, who's going to answer one question for Jennifer? You guys were kids to know. Remember that? Somebody's coming. Oh, there you go. She drew the short straw. All right, tell us, because I know your troop, you guys do so many amazing things. Tell them about one project that you guys have done.
We've done making shoes for the kids in Africa because they don't have shoes and they walk around on the ground with all types of bugs and parasites on the ground. So they get stuff in their feet. So we asked for jeans and we cut them up and we made shoes out of them to give to the kids in Africa.
And how many hours did you guys work on that? A lot.
Yeah, a lot of hours.
I know you did. Well, thank you so much. Congratulations, guys. It's very well deserved. And they have the best smiles, too. In that video, weren't they all? Love it. We need more of those smiles, ladies. And now we are going to meet Alex Buffo.
I'm really grateful for this award. Not many people know this, but I've been trying so hard for so long to change the world in even the smallest ways. I'm glad to say I've finally started accomplishing some of my greatest dreams. Little people can do big things too.
Come on up, Alex. Alex, how old are you?
I just turned 13.
All right, so tell us, what is one of those things that you are doing to change the world?
Well, I just started at a new school, and I came there, and I heard that they didn't have a GSA. So my first question when I got there was, can I start a GSA? And I didn't think they were going to take me seriously at first, because I was like, there's no way I could do something like that.
Explain what a GSA is, for those who don't know.
It's a gay-straight alliance. It's a place where anyone can come, and we do various things. We provide support, and we inform people of what the meanings of different sexualities are, because there are homophobic remarks that I'll hear at my school all the time, and we're trying to stop that from happening.
Big things in small packages right here. Alex, thank you so much. Congratulations. I'm telling you, world's a better place because the people in this room, the young people in this room. And now we are going to meet Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Girls Youth Group.
We, the officers and members of the Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Girls Youth Club, extend a heartfelt thank you to the Martin Luther King Countywide Committee for selecting us for the Building Bridges Youth Award. We are humbled and very appreciative of the honor of being recognized on this occasion. This will be a moment we will all remember. We are thankful to the Zetas for sponsoring this awesome program. We are grateful to the members of Champaign-Urbana community for giving us an opportunity to serve. We have learned so much about what it means to care about others. You are very special and very important to us. We are the Zeta girls caring for and sharing with others.
Thank you, Martin Luther King Countywide Committee, for this prestigious award.
Okay, and so your group, what's one of the things that you are doing to make the community a better place?
We help the JDC. We
Tell them.
Oh well, hello. We help JDC by giving them treats and stuff, because even though they made bad decisions, we still want to help them and care for them, because sometimes they feel like they're alone. So we want to be there for them.
Excellent. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I gotta shake your hand. You are adorable. Thank you, girls. Thank you. And now the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Outstanding Achievement Award. This award honors individuals or organizations that work for social justice in the spirit of Dr. King. The principles of justice that Dr. King espoused include promoting equal rights for all persons, regardless of race, religion, economic status, or physical or mental disability. And now, the story of Breanna Smith-Stuber.
Thank you so much. I'm so honored to be here today at the 2018 Martin Luther King Jr. Celebration Program. I never thought I was able to achieve something this big in my life. I would like to thank the committee for awarding me the Dream Youth Award. I would also like to thank my grandmother, Catherine Stuber, the person who nominated me for this award too. David and Esau Griffiths, my little brothers Trayvon and Trajan Smith-Stuber, and everyone else who gave me the opportunity to accept this award. Thank you again.
All right, Breanna, your grandma had to, all grandmas love their granddaughters, but what was it about you that she thought you were perfect to be nominated for this award?
I honestly don't know.
And she's humble. Well, what are you doing to spread the message of Dr. King?
Well, basically, I try to help out around the community as best as possible, because I'm with this youth group at my church, McKinley Presbyterian, and that's on campus, but whatever. And we have this youth group, and we basically just go around all of Champaign, and we just try to help out no matter what. And I like to think of myself as a person that likes to help out a lot, so I kind of just wanted to do most of that.
And that's definitely enough. Thank you so much. Thank you. That was wonderful. And now we're going to have another performance.
Lord,
country couldn't keep it still as he went driving on. Abraham has spoken and the message has been sent. The prison doors have opened and out the prisoners went to join the sable army of African descent as we go marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Oh, glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. As we go marching on. For each child that's born, a morning star rises and sings to the universe who we are. For each child that's born, a morning star rises and sings to the universe who we are. For each child that's born, a morning star rises and sings to the universe who we are. We are a grandmother's prayers. We are a grandfather's dreamings. We are the breath of our Creator. We are the children of God. We are mothers of courage, fathers of hope, daughters of trust, sons of great vision, sisters of mercy, brothers of love, lovers of life, builders of nations, singers of truth. We are keepers of faith. We are makers of peace. We are wisdom of ages. We are a grandmother's prayers. We are a grandfather's dreamings. We are the breath of our Creator. We are the children of God. We are mothers of courage, fathers of hope, daughters of trust, sons of great vision, sisters of mercy. We are mothers of love. We are lovers of life. We are builders of nations, seekers of truth. We are keepers of faith. We are makers of peace. We are wisdom of ages. We are a grandmother's prayers. We are a grandfather's dreamings. We are the breath of our Creator. We are the children of God. For each child that's born, a morning star rises and sings to the universe who we are. For each child that's born, a morning star rises and sings to the universe, to the universe. For each child that's born, a morning star rises and sings to the universe, to the universe. For each child that's born, a morning star rises and sings to the universe, to the universe. We are one.
Thank you so much, so inspiring. Now, I have to say, our keynote speaker, in her biography here that's in the program, it says she's dynamic. Let me tell you, I sat down with her for 30 seconds. This girl has dynamo written all over her. I mean, she is energized. She's personally experienced challenges that youth within disadvantaged communities face, and she's taken those life experiences and she's making lives better for the youth here. She's the CEO and founder of Tap In Leadership Academy. It's a relationship-centered international learning community offering year-round programs to youth, kindergarten to high school, throughout central Illinois and Chicago. She's also the first African American to serve on the Champaign County Parks Foundation Board. She's involved in so many community groups, And like she has time, but apparently she also hosts a blog and a talk show. So pretty much Sally has dedicated her life to making our lives better. I would like to call up to the stage Sally Carter.
Hello. I'm home. This is great. When you travel, speaking, and doing the kind of work that I do, it's nice to be able to be at home, right? So first of all, today we honor the dream of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., and we celebrate the undiscovered dreams of our youth. 50 years past, 50 years forward, our future dreamers. Can we give them a hand? Oh. Man. Thank you to all members of the committee responsible for planning this event and for having me. To my husband and children, I love you so much. Did I knock something down? No. To my mom and dad, I thank God for you. I'm so glad you're both able to be here. It means so much. To all government officials represented here today, thank you. And okay, so I am very energetic and I like to move around and I like to hear, I like to know that we're together. So I would like for us to congratulate all of the award recipients again. Let's give them a thunderous round of applause. Can we stand up for a minute? Can we stand up for our recipients? I mean, these young people are amazing. Congratulations to you all. We honor you and we celebrate you today. And this is just the beginning. Can you imagine? Amazing. And last but not least, thank you all for being here. Some of you came right after work and you rushed. I see friends. I do that. I digress a little bit, but it's so wonderful to be home. Is that okay? Is that okay? All right. So if it's all right with you, because I'm home, I want to share a little bit about myself. So I'm not going to talk a whole lot about Tap In. You can read the bio and websites, and I'm a very personable person, so I would love it if you just talk to me. Is that cool? That works? Cool. So I want to get a little bit personal here, if it's all right. When I was 11 years old, I will never forget this particular day. My two sisters and I were sitting in the back seat of my mother's cranberry-colored Volvo station wagon. Mom, you remember that car? And I overheard a conversation my mom was having with one of her girlfriends who was sitting in the front passenger seat. They were talking about this new Chicago talk show host. Among other things, I heard them say she was a black woman, like my mother, and her skin was dark complexion, like me. She was from Mississippi, just like my mother, and had survived abuse as a child, which I had not yet figured out how to do. That talk show host, who can guess? Oprah Winfrey! No, she's not here. She's not gonna come down the aisle. So like many of you, especially the adults, during this year's Golden Globe Awards, the show, I watched one of the women who inspired me to dream stand before the world and accept a prestigious award as the first African-American woman to ever do so. Now it's 2018 and we're still counting first. It makes you want to kind of shake your head in disbelief, but don't. Because what that really means, my future dreamers, all of you dreamers, is there is still time for you. It's not too late. If Oprah in 2018 can stand and be the first at something, we've got a chance, we've got a shot. That means that you can still make a difference to live out your dream. As I watched Oprah stand firm at that podium, award in hand, it was in that moment that this 42-year-old woman remembered that 11-year-old girl, and with the power of fellow dreamers standing with me, I said, me too. Oprah did it twice for me, y'all. Y'all gotta learn how to snap. Like, okay, here's a clap when you don't want to be too, and you just do a look. Okay, you just do a look. Like for real, like in that moment, I was no longer alone, and she did that for me, a dreamer. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. lived a life filled with hope, adversity, fear, and love. He was a man of action, always working towards his dream of a better tomorrow for not only his family, but for brotherhood and sisterhood, for future dreamers. Future dreamers like Oprah Winfrey, future dreamers like myself, future dreamers like all of you. Despite being faced with death threats, opposition from government, broken policies, and the weight of Jim Crow, he still marched on. In 1963, on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., during the March on Washington, Dr. King gave what many would say was his most famous speech. Who knows what that was? I have a dream, absolutely. This famous speech consisted of two distinctive themes, in my opinion. One was the call for an end to racism in the United States, and the second was the call for civil and economic rights. That speech helped pave the way for the ratification of the 24th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution, outlawing a tax levied on individuals as a requirement to vote. It helped pave the way for the passage of the Civil Rights Act of 1964, desegregating public institutions and outlawing employment discrimination. It's a big deal. His speech was without a doubt a defining moment in the civil rights movement. I personally want to thank Dr. King for sharing his dream. I don't know if all of you know this, but originally Dr. King was not going to share that part of his dream in the speech. He had given that speech several times, and it was Mahalia Jackson before he was about to end the speech when she said, "Tell him about the speech, Martin." And in that moment, he truly shared a personal moment with us. As a result, we have had the honor of experiencing the first African-American president in our lifetime, President Barack Obama. We have got to give it up for number 44. I mean, it's just a fact. Our very own and my sister, State Representative Carol Amos, who is sitting on the front row today, is the first African-American woman to serve the 103rd District as a member of the Illinois House of Representatives. I love you. And on August 28, 2015, my dear friend, Associate Judge Rhonda Holloman, became the first African-American judge on the bench in Champaign County. I'm so proud of us. They are all dreamers, and their accomplishments are the evidence of Dr. King's realized dream. They are modern-day Dr. Kings who will inspire future dreamers to dream. Inspire future dreamers to dream. Before inspiration, there must be revelation. Depending on where you live, what you've gone through at home, at school, or what you see on the news or social media, oh my gosh, Jennifer, I'm gonna pray you keep a job. Because social media is trying to take over. Oh my gosh. But depending on what you see, life can sometimes seem pretty uninspiring. That's when you tap in, no pun intended. Right. That's when you search within yourself. Find your center for revelation of who you truly are to become, and I would encourage you to sit there for a while. See, when we get to that centered place, we want to jump up so fast, because sometimes sitting in that centered place is uncomfortable. Sometimes revelation, we don't always see what we thought we would see. Sometimes dreaming is pretty doggone scary. Dreams don't just come to pass. Dreams aren't just experienced as you sleep. Dreaming is also a conscious process. Now bear with me for a second here. Because in preparing for today, my husband and I were talking, and he defined dream as conscious thoughts of your best case scenario of how you see yourself based on where you are now. Now, I don't talk like that. That's my husband. But it was so hot to me, and I'm going to say it again, because when you go home, you think about it, or you re-watch this, you're going to go, oh. And maybe before the end of today, you'll go, oh. But conscious thoughts of your best case scenario of how you see yourself based on where you are now. So here's what I want to do, okay? I want all of you, I forget I can't walk around, I got to stay at the mic. I want all of you to take 10 seconds, close your eyes, and envision your best self. Clock is ticking. Okay. Now hold on to that dream, okay? And don't tell anybody just yet. Hold on to it, because I'm going to help you get there. In fact, we together are going to help you get there. So what I want to do, I already had a volunteer. Come on up. Who do I have today? Valena, you're going to be my volunteer? Hold on to your dream, okay? Can Valena use a mic, or you can come here and share with me? I want to do something fun, okay, interactive. By the way, I did not know you would be my volunteer. You are amazing. Your smile, your energy. You're destined. For real, like you're destined. I need you to hear me. You're destined. And we are so honored that you're here today. We're honored to honor you, okay? All right, let me get back, because I love encouraging and inspiring. I do that naturally. So I brought you up to here today to ask you, do you have a dream?
Yes.
Do you mind sharing your dream with us? We're family, it's community here. Okay, go ahead, share your dream.
I would like to become a marketing executive, and I would like to bridge the gap with marketing and diversity, not just race, also gender, ability, and different things like that, to show that representation really does matter, especially in ads and marketing.
Either one will work, either one. You're awesome. Okay, so I want to ask you this. Do you really believe in that dream?
Yes.
You really okay, do you really have the faith to see that dream through?
Yes, most definitely.
Are you willing to work hard?
Yes, I'm working hard right now, trying to secure scholarships and different things like that, going to interviews at colleges and just everywhere.
Do you promise to never give up?
Yes.
Okay, so my dreamers in the audience, we have a future dreamer right here. It is our responsibility to not applaud her today and send her off to do the hard work by herself. We as a community have a responsibility to help you get there. And as current dreamers, we want to see your dream come alive. So before the end of today, I am trusting that as current dreamers, as community members, we will connect with you. We'll see what resources we have in this community. Am I by myself in believing in her dream and help? What? Right? So I know I'm not alone. That before the end of this program today, when we're mingling, you will have people coming up to you, talking to you about your dream, maybe giving you business cards, maybe there are scholarship opportunities. Do you have a GoFundMe or something?
I can make one.
You sure can. She sure can. Internship opportunities. Before we send our babies out, we have to make sure they are grounded here at home. Right? All right. Thank you so much. All right. You're awesome. You're so awesome. So awesome. So as you can see, even with this example, Dr. King's dream was selfless. When he shared his dream with the world, he shared the responsibility, kind of like I just did here. He shared the responsibility of making the dream a reality for his future dreamers, which is us. He dreamt what I like to call the people's dream. 5 years after sharing that dream, the earth lost Dr. King, but his dream lives on in you and in me. That means I am the dream and I am alive. Can you say that with me? I am the dream and I am alive. So I'm going to say it one more time because I want you to believe this. In order for us to help our future dreamers, we have to understand our responsibility and our position. So let's say this together. I am the dream and I am alive. To fulfill Dr. King's dream means we must fulfill our dreams first while laying the foundation for our future dreamers. This is a simultaneous process that could not be contained by the grave. It did not belong to Dr. King. The dream belongs to us. If dreaming is ultimately about how I see myself in life, at my best, then I have to own my conscious thoughts and keep the process of dreaming alive. Now, I kind of messed that up before, so we're going to try this one more time. I am the dream and I am alive. Say it with me. I am the dream and I am alive. A dream is the beginning of your reality. It is the powerful act of connecting conscious thoughts with reality. Now, here is where it gets tough, because dreaming is easy. Bridging those conscious thoughts with reality, now that's the tricky part. So when I started Tap In Leadership Academy in 2014, was actually February 24th, 2010, I dreamt of a place where kids could go in the summer to have fun while learning. That dream ended up getting a little bit bigger. So then I wanted us to be on the U of I campus because the great University of Illinois is right here in our backyard, and I thought, I want us to be on campus every summer. And get this, I got big and bold. I wanted our kids to be taught by professionals and professors at the University of Illinois. That dream got even bigger. And I figured since we're on campus, being taught by professors and professionals, our students should be called scholars. So I began to speak those things that were not as though they were. So every day in the summer, we go on campus for 6 weeks, and our students would be taught by these professors. What do you think happened to them as they sat in the seats? And we call them scholars. Can you only imagine? Their postures changed. Their drive for learning changed. The engagement was increased. It was amazing. It didn't come without its challenges, setbacks, or tears. It didn't come without its disappointments, a temper tantrum now and then, thoughts of giving up, and did I mention tears? There were a lot of them. However, I believed in my dreams when others did not. I maintained faith in myself and that I can accomplish my dreams. I never stopped working towards making my dreams my personal reality, and I refused to quit. I was flexible, but I did not quit. Dreamers and future dreamers, together, we will continue to recognize Dr. King's dream. We will continue to inspire and be inspired. We will remember to connect to our Center for Revelation and sit for a while. Then when we get up, we will connect to our conscious thoughts with reality. And with strength of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., Oprah Winfrey, Sally K. Carter, and all of you, we will remember this phrase, and I want you to work it, that I am the dream, and I am alive. Y'all already know. Say it with me. I am the dream, and I am alive. Lastly, I am the dream, and I am alive. Thank you, and God bless.
Thank you so much. You know, not many people could come after all of those amazing kids, right? Sally K. Carter, you did, and you are outstanding. Thank you so much for inspiring all of us. This couldn't happen without our sponsors, so just want to take a moment to acknowledge them. Our gold sponsors today, Champaign Schools and Urbana Schools. Our silver sponsors, Busey, CUMTD, and the Carl Foundation, thank you very much. Our bronze sponsors, Rosecrans, City of Champaign Township, Commerce Bank, First Federal Savings Bank, Stone Creek Church, and the AFL-CIO of Champaign County. Our ad sponsors are in your program. You can take a look at those as well. Any of our committee members, this is a lot of work for them to put this all together, all the logistics. If you would like to stand to be recognized, we would love to do that, please. Any committee members in the room? Every year you make this so very special and so different and unique from year to year. It's really wonderful. Thank you for being here. One last thought from me. I know I feel better now having been in this room, and I'm sure we all do today as well. Take those good feelings and take them with you out of this room, right? Let's make the world, everybody here, a better place.
Glory, glory, hallelujah.